The title speaks for itself.
I am Boba Fett.
How do you do, G-Pod crew? It's your Nutty Putty here, and today you guys know the name itself, the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5, Return of the Mandalorian. The title itself, that's all I'm going to say. Let's get into spoiler territory, and just let it, let it be known. Spoiler alert. Right now. Spoiler alert. Let's do it. The Darksaber has come into play. And this is the dark lightsaber he got from the Mandalorian Season 2. It's about to go crazy in here, guys. Holy crap. Again, you have to watch The Mandalorian. You can watch Clone Wars. They have the Darksaber in there as well. Yeah, so big start off on the Book of Boba Fett. Mando coming in and having this badass sword. Oh, this is about to be an epic scene. And I haven't watched it yet. I just saw him pull this up, paused it, rewound it real quick, and I haven't gotten to see the fight yet. So let's do it. Oh fuck! He just cut him in half. Oh wait a second. Oh, and I didn't even explain the blade itself. I guess I'll do a reaction point. So, with this, the first part, I stated about what the blade, that he just was about to go off with the blade, but it's a dark lightsaber that only person that owns it wins by battle. So if you kill him, you get the saber. That kind of situation, basically. And so, of course, he has it now, or basically win in battle, basically. In defeat, basically, they keep the sword. That situation. So, someone has to fight him and defeat him in order for them to get the sword from him. And so is this now Darksaber. It's just crazy what that just did. I don't know. I don't know. This is not a good episode of Star Wars for me. Now, let's finally get to the nitty-gritty of the armorsmith and the metalsmith. Now, if you remember, this guy here was one of the ones that helped out Mando in the first season when he escaped with Grogu. I can't recollect his name right now, but he was in the first Mandalorian. And then you have the armorsmith or the metalsmith, or the armorer that is here, and she is actually explaining the Darksaber and the lineage to Mandalore. When I was talking about all this stuff before, I didn't discuss the whole Mandalorian connection too, because I totally forgot, because it's connected to the Clone Wars, and I wasn't thinking about that at the time. So, the Darksaber is connected to Mandalorians, and of course he won it by succeeding in succeeding in a battle with Moff Gideon. I couldn't talk right there. Anyway, guys, let's continue from here. Okay, so this is really big, because this is basically bringing Grogu and the Jedi together in their own way, if you think about it. But Grogu is gonna have his first piece of Mandalorian armor, so he's gonna be like the first Jedi to ever have that, and it's so what they did right now with the Book of Boba Fett, which this is literally the book of Din Djarin, not Boba Fett. But yeah, it made me tear up. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, is about to get Mandalorian armor. We know who's going in the thumbnail. This one. Okay, the type of ship that she's mentioning to Mando, or presenting to Mando, is an N1 Starfighter that you actually will see in Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Star Wars, Attack of the Clones and The Phantom Menace. And you'll distinctly remember this being flown around in those movies, and I think even Anakin flies around movies at one point. They are a one-seater that you see here, so I don't know if they were to do this where Like it feels like Mando's more of a bigger ship situation. But if they customize it as his own, then maybe it could be set up on more seats. Unless they're just remaking that type of ship and only that type of ship. So I don't know. Either way, it's still kind of badass, I think. But we'll see what he ends up getting. Next, we have BD-1. Now, BD-1 droid is a droid that Pelimoto, first and foremost, is perfect for Pelimoto. A very, very convenient droid that actually was first introduced in a video game called Jedi Fallen Order. And I didn't realize it was a Lego, and this is very adorable for a Lego. Actually, this is really cool for a Lego. That's actually really cool. I really want that now. Anyway, but it's a droid that walks on his back, and that reconnaissance and everything. It's a convenient little droid, and it's nice to see it being included in something like this. And this is where this game was the first place it was made, so there's nothing else in there as a reference point. That the video game created that as a brand new droid, and now it's in the TV shows. Now for this part, for a lot of people that are in the Star Wars world, they know this part, but they don't really care. I'll be honest with you, I care. I loved the pod racing in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Episode 1, Phantom Menace, I say, and Beggar's Canyon. I remember this distinctly. This part where they were all going to the canyon in pod races. Here's the canyon, and it was a huge, huge deal because then it wraps around. You'll see here. This is actually what looks inside when you get into Beggar's Canyon from actual Phantom Menace. Everyone else is probably like, "Oh, who cares? It's Beggar's Canyon. We don't like Episode 1, but he's flying around in Beggar's Canyon." Like Beggar's Canyon was a big, big deal back in the day because they even made like freaking Micro Machines Beggar's Canyon playset. Like. That's awesome. I love that these shows are incorporating everything. I'm just so happy. All right, let's continue. Oh man, what a way to end the episode. The book of Boba Fett has been amazing. But this is honestly the book of Don the Mando. I can't even say his name right now. I think that little spot for a droid is now a little spot for a Grogu. And Grogu is getting his own Mandalorian armor piece. I can't wait to see this. I think next week is going to be all about Boba Fett, but I think today was all about Mando. And I'm happy for it. And I'm happy that you guys watched this. If you watched this far, do me a favor. I'm curious on the people that watch my videos all the way through. So if you could type Baby Yoda rules. Say that in the comments, and we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Everyone have a fantastic day. I will see you next Wednesday for the Book of Boba Fett or the Book of Mando. I don't know how they're doing everything. Maybe the rest of the episodes are about him. It's weird. Either way, I'm still excited. I'll see you then.